Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So my name's Kanisha. If this is your first time visiting, hi, hello, welcome. If not, hey girl, what's up? Today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite products as a first time mom that I actually recommend. So yeah, if you are a new mom, if you are trying to get your baby registry together, or if you just want to get some new things for your baby, continue to watch. The first thing I put was clothing. I personally didn't buy Yana a lot of clothes just because I didn't feel like when she was a newborn that she needed a lot of clothes. Honestly, if anything, I had a ton of sleepers and onesies, things like that, because what do babies mostly do? Just sleep, poop, eat, and that's it. So I was like, there's no point in buying like a bunch of clothes. In my opinion, I really didn't dress her up a lot, just because we pretty much stayed at home the first few months a lot of the time. The only time I really dressed her up is for her milestone pictures, and then like if we went out to dinner or something like that, but that was pretty much it. So sleepers, the ones that I usually bought was from Carter's, Gerber. When she was starting to get a little bit older, I bought some stuff from the Cat and Jack collection at Target, and like those little Target onesies, I forgot the name of them, but that was pretty much it. And then occasionally when we went to the mall, we'll get her like an outfit or something, but most of the time she just wore little onesies like this with the little matching pants, and that was it. So let's get into bath time. Since Yana, she dealt with a little bit of eczema, but thank God I cleared it up. So if your baby has a little bit of eczema, listen up. I tried a couple different body washes on her just to see what her skin liked, to see how her skin reacted. I tried Cetaphil, Aveeno, Dove, Aquaphor, Eucerin, Boba, Botanicals. This one right here, and this is literally still a full bottle. I'm gonna tell y'all which ones actually work. So I'll just start with this. So this one is a sensitive baby fragrance free shampoo and wash. But when I put this on Yana, her skin got a little bit bumpy from this. Her skin is very sensitive, and even like this didn't work for her. The Aveeno didn't work. I think just the fragrance was too much for her. Dove, I used that worked pretty well for her. It was this one right here. This one's the lotion, but it was the body wash. That one worked okay for her, so I used that on her. But the ones that absolutely work so well for Yana is the Eucerin. This is like the #1 thing that works for her. Eucerin and Aquaphor. Those are the only two body washes that I use on her. I mean, honestly, I kind of prefer the Eucerin body wash. I just feel like this one, she don't have no issues, no little breakouts, no little rashes, bumps, or anything like that. But I like this one because it has pro vitamins B5, natural shea butter, and it's fragrance and a soap free. So yeah, this one is my favorite. This is kind of gonna be, people probably gonna look at me sideways like, girl, what? So the lotions that I tried on Yana was Aquaphor, Aveeno, and To Be Tied. And To Be Tied is actually the one that cleared up her eczema. So Yana, when she was around about 5, 6, 7 months, she had eczema. It was mainly like on the back of her leg and the little crevices of her arms. I used the To Be Tied, and it literally, like, obviously you have to be consistent when you use it, but it cleared it up so well. And I even used it on her face. It's an all over ointment, and I'm telling you, that's the best ointment to have. I love it because it actually penetrates into the skin and it just doesn't sit on top. Now this is where I'm gonna get a little bit controversial because everybody swore by this. The Aquaphor healing ointment, is that what it's called? Advanced therapy. This, yeah, healing ointment. I do not like this. I don't care for it. When I do use it, I'll mix it with another lotion, but I just feel like this just sits on top of the skin. I don't feel like it works that well. I mean, I feel like this just rubs off, and I really don't care for this. So usually time when I want Yana to have some type of little scent on her, I'll mix this, and I will mix the Aveeno lavender calming lotion on her. I'll mix these two together, and that works pretty fine. But the To Be Tied, get that, because like I said, it penetrates into their skin, and even like baby acne, it helped to clear that up as well, because Yana, she struggled with that just a little bit, and I know it's very common in babies. So when I was doing research, it basically said that it's the mother's hormones that's inside the baby still, and sometimes it can cause the skin to react. And so no, it doesn't come from like people kissing on the baby or touching the baby face or anything like that, and it will go away. You just have to give it time. But what I did to kind of help speed up that process was use the To Be Tied on her, and also my favorites. Mommy have a micellar water and baby has a micellar water as well. So this one is from Mustela. It's a no rinse cleansing water and I love to put this on her face. So I just take a cotton round and spray about 3 pumps of this and just put it all over her face. So I really feel like this does a really great job of cleaning baby face. I just love it, honestly, especially now since she's gotten older. Of course, I just take a washcloth with some water and just wipe her face, but this just cleans so well because she's eating table food now. So especially when we have like spaghetti nights or things like that or a really messy dinner, this is my go-to. So highly recommend this. Also, the angel hair bath support, love that. It was so nice because I used it when she was about a newborn to maybe about 5 months, because then she was starting to sit up by herself anyway on her own when she was like around 6 months. So I just let her sit in the tub, and obviously, you know, I was there whatever and cleaned her. But yeah, the angel care bath support works. I loved it because it was easy, it dried really well, it didn't take up a lot of space. Also, I recommend these baby oral cleaner. So this is so good. We use this from about newborn to maybe about 6 months, but honestly you can use this up to 36 months. This really helps to just scrape off the milk that's on their tongue and really just set up the baby for good oral hygiene. So hair products, I just done a video on this whole entire line. We don't use all the products from the line, but 3 main products we always do. You can check that video out to see how I use this. But I started using this when Yana was around 7 months. When they are newborn, honestly, I really don't recommend that you put a bunch of different products in their hair and all this stuff, because, you know, they don't need it. A little bit of baby wash and water is fine. That's all they really need. I really didn't put too much products in her hair, but she did struggle with cradle cap. So let me tell you my absolute favorite product. That was the Happy Cappy medicated shampoo and body wash. This stuff right here works so good. It cleared it up like that. I used it maybe about for a week. Her cradle cap, because she had really bad cradle cap along her hairline, all of that was cleared up. First, I did a whole TikTok video on this too. Follow me on TikTok. I first put a little bit of coconut oil, let it sit for like 15-20 minutes. Then when it was really, you know, saturated on the scalp, this is a game changer. So this is from Safety First. It's a cradle cap comb. So this is what it looks like, and I love it because these bristles are really tight. And so once the coconut oil was in her hair for after 20 minutes, I just started to gently scrape the cradle cap off, very gently, because they're soft spots, their head is very tender, very sensitive, so you don't want to be too rough. So I just gently just started to scrape off the cradle cap, and once everything was finally out, and if it was still a little bit left, I really didn't care, but just the majority of it I wanted to get off. Then I went in with the Happy Cappy. This stuff worked so well. I kid you not, within like a week it cleared up completely and she never struggled with it again. So highly recommend. And since we're on the subject with hair, combs and brushes, so when she was newborn stage, honestly until she got to like 7 months, I switched up her brush and comb. But when she was a baby, I just used these little Safety First brush and comb set. This one just a regular baby brush set, nothing special. And then when she got older, like around 10-11 months, that's when I changed her comb and brush. So I got this actually a beard brush and comb set from Conair that I got from Walmart, and I like it because the bristles are a little bit harder, so it pulls her hair better than this little brush, because it wasn't doing anything for her hair anymore. So I just needed something that was a little bit, you know, a little bit more dense. I love it because it's very narrow. It gets into the little tiny spaces of her hair. It's honestly not too hard of a brush, so I do like that. Let's get into diapers. So growing up, my mom always used Huggies on us. My sisters use Huggies on their kids and all that stuff, so I was like, I'll use Huggies. But when we had our baby shower, a lot of people gifted us Pampers. So let me just say this, I do not like Pampers at all. Strongly dislike them. I just feel like they're very hard, they're very stiff, and I just don't like them. I love Huggies. Those are the best diapers to me. And Millie Moon, we just started using those maybe about a month or so ago, and I love those. They are extremely soft. Like the Huggy diapers are soft, but these are extremely soft. Those are the only 2 diapers that I use on Yana, and again, they work really well. and even like for overnight when she, you know, pee and all that stuff, they're not like falling apart. And that's something that I didn't like about the Pampers, is that they, you know, like when a baby pee and all that stuff and it sit on them for a little bit, it starts to like deteriorate. Is that the word I'm looking for? But the little stuff start to come out. I did not like that, so I took some of the Pampers back to Target and Walmart and exchanged them for Huggies. And I was so mad because it was like, I'll open up a box and then I didn't tell my husband opened up a box, he didn't tell me, so we had a couple boxes that like full boxes, packs of diapers, they were open so we couldn't return them. So yeah, Huggies and Millie Moon are the best diapers. And let me just say this, Millie Moon is cheaper than Huggies. I'm not even gonna quote you how, I know they are like 20, I think it was like $22 or $24 for a pack of, I'll insert the numbers here, but they're cheaper than Huggies and they're good too. Okay, so wipe. Now this is crazy. I love Pampers wipes. I dislike Huggies wipes. Huggies wipes I feel like are very hard, they are rough, and they dry out very quickly. Pampers, I love them because they are soft and super moist and they don't dry up. I also love the water wipes. The water wipes are extremely moist. They are a little bit on a thinner side, but they still work for us. My all-time favorite are the Pampers wipe. Okay, so ointment. So again, growing up, my mom used certain products on us that my sisters use on their babies and it works. So the ointments that I used on Yana, and these are the only ones that I bought, it's the A&D ointment and Destin. Now I know these are like super old school and I know it's so many newer diaper creams that's out there, but let me tell you this, I've been using mainly A&D ointment. I really didn't use Destin that much, really at all. The only time I used Destin, it was from the Pampers diapers was rubbing up against her skin, and it was making it a little red, and so I used a little bit of that and that helped to clear that up. But let me tell you, Yana has never had a diaper rash since being born, like ever. And so I always just use the A&D ointment on her. That's what works for us. And it's so crazy because this lady I met online through TikTok, we met up, had play dates or whatever. She just texted me just to check on me, see how I was doing. And I asked her how, you know, they were doing and all that stuff. And she had told me that her son, he had a diaper rash and she's just been using powder. And I said, oh no, I said, try A&D ointment. I sent her a picture of it. About a week or so later, she had texted me. She was like, oh my God, thank you so much. Starting to heal, it's starting to clear up. Oh my God, thank you. So I just feel like if it's not broke, don't fix it. I also recommend that you guys get baby caddies or bedside carts. These are so good. As you can see, oh, you can't see mine, but that is so perfect to have, especially at night, especially when I was like breast pumping. I had all my little breast pump essentials on the cart. Yana's right here, hold on. I had all my breast pumping essentials on there, her diapers, her wipe, all the things I had on there, and it just works. It's very convenient. We stay in an apartment, so I didn't necessarily need too many caddies, but I highly recommend you guys get caddies if you have like a upstairs, downstairs, because you can fill this up to whatever you need, so you don't have to, you know, keep running up and down the steps. You can just have one for downstairs and you can have one for upstairs, or you can just have one for the living room and then one for the bedroom. Now this is gonna be controversial, but yes, I recommend you guys get a wipe warmer. Yes, I said it, a wipe warmer. I loved it, especially when she was a newborn, because think about it, who wants a cold wipe on their butt in the middle of the night? Like, it just don't feel good. I feel like a very cold wipe is gonna really wake the baby up, you know what I mean? So I highly recommend wipe warmers. I still use it to this day. Feeding, I'm gonna just touch on formula really quickly. I'm not gonna dive too deeply into it, but the formula that I do recommend is the Kendamil formula. It's the European formula, and that's the only one that I have tried, but Yana agreed with it so well. Coming from breast milk to formula, that was something that I worried about, like how she would react. Will she get constipated? Will she spit up a lot? And none of those things happened. She took it down really well. They have a goat formula, organic formula, and then the regular formula, and we just always use the regular formula, and she's been doing really well on it. So if you do plan on breastfeeding, breast pumping, all of the things, the breast pump that I used was the Spectra S2. I love this. And then for portable breast pumps, okay, what? Yana. Okay, so for portable pumps, I use the Momcozy S12. And during this time, the brand actually sent me these pumps. They work good for the amount of time I used it. I only used it maybe for like a month or so because I was going towards the end of my breastfeeding journey, so I didn't use it that long. But when I did use it, they worked, you know, efficiently and everything, so I do like those. Also, you guys, the Haakaa, highly recommend the Haakaa. So when you're breastfeeding your baby, on one boob they're feeding and the other boob is leaking, and so you want to use the Haakaa to catch your letdown, because you can use that milk instead of just letting it, you know, get all on your shirt. Collect that milk for later. So I feel like a lot of people talk about this Haakaa, okay, and this is the one I used. This is the one I actually liked. But this one is actually a manual breast pump, okay? So the actual milk collector is this Haakaa. And it's like a ladybug. So this one, you literally just put it on your boob like this and just let it, and you can put this inside your bra as well and let it collect the milk while you are feeding. But I just feel like the manual pump one, because it have a little bit of suction on it, it helps to kind of pull more of that milk out. So I honestly prefer this Haakaa over the actual milk collector. Also with milk supply, your storage bag. So the ones that I used was from Lansinoh, and I literally had like a whole pack. Again, I was going towards the end of my breastfeeding journey, but I had bought this before. But these worked really well for us. I didn't have any problem with leaking. I just used a permanent marker to mark on these. They worked. They did what they were supposed to do. Oh, also with the feeding, you definitely gonna need a lot of burping cloths. Get those. I love the muslin kind because it just absorbs all the liquid. So the muslin bibs, the muslin burp cloth, all of that, highly recommend that you get that because the spit up and everything. And honestly, when Yana was about 6-7 months, I stopped just putting bibs on her. I mean, she was still drooling or whatever, you know, her teeth was popping through, but I would just wipe it off with a muslin cloth. But to each his own, you know, it's your personal preference. You can definitely continue to have your baby wear bibs and things like that, so it's totally up to you. So bottle, the bottles that we use are the Avent bottles, and also her pacifiers. I just really like that brand. I tried Dr. Brown's. Dr. Brown's worked pretty well for us, but we majority just stuck with the Avent bottles. Here's Yana. It's almost her nap time. He's sleepy. Okay, so yeah, the Avent bottles, I really like those. Yana, she liked them, didn't have any problem. Also the Boom Grass Drying Rack, I love that for just drying the bottles. The Dr. Brown's bottle warmer, love that as well. I like it because you literally just put water in there and set a timer and that's it, and you don't have to put water in there each time. You might have to refill it like once a week or whatever, but you just put the water in there and then it's another part that goes on top, and so your baby bottle isn't actually wet. It just warms up from the water underneath. And you can do frozen milk like in a storage bag. I used to do that. Room temperature bottles and also glass bottles, and they have like different settings and everything. It's a really good bottle warmer, so I highly recommend that. Also the Dr. Brown sanitizer and drying, what is it called, drying, I forgot the name of it, but that works so good for sanitizing her bottles and drying the bottles. It dries the bottles so fast, and that's the one thing that I love, because the only thing about the Boom Grass is that, you know, it's just dripping. Sometimes I used to just put her wet bottle in the Dr. Brown's little sanitizer dryer thing and just let it dry like that and be done. The NoseFrida nostril sucker, so many people talked about this. Yana, when we went back home, she had got sick. We all got sick, and she was very congested. She had a lot of mucus, snot, all the things in her nose, and so I finally pulled out that nose sucker, and I kid you not, it worked so well. It do kind of seem gross, but I promise you don't suck up any snot in your mouth at all. It have little filters that you put inside of the little nose sucker that you stick up their nose, and then when you suck, it just suck all that stuff out. It really cleared her out. I'm pretty sure that's how she got over her cold as quick as she did, so highly recommend that. Also the Baby Frida 3-in-1 picker. I love this for trying to clean their nose, the little ears, fingernails. This I love, because you know our fingers too big to go into their nose, so this was like perfect. So I always use this to get out little boogers, and this side to clean out her ears, and it tells you which side is which. And then right here is the fingernails, and then this is just for whatever part you want to use on their body. So the next thing is a nail trimmer. The electric fowler is so good. I got it off of Amazon, and it have a little light on here, and you can just trim their nails. You don't have to worry about cutting them or anything like that. But let me tell you guys, so I actually bought nail clippers because I was kind of feeling like this really wasn't filing her nails down enough because she was still scratching her face. So I purchased the Safety First nail clipper, and I kid you not, like, I can get really close to her nail bed and it does not cut her at all. I don't know what it is. Like, when I tell you I get super close and it do not cut her. And another tip, if you have like a very wiggly baby, try to cut their nails when they are asleep, so that way they're not moving around and you're scared you're gonna cut them and all that stuff. So just do it when they're asleep, you know, they're still, all that stuff. So yeah. Okay, baby tech. Baby monitors is the V-Tech. It's this one here. I love it because you can do black and white and you can do color. You can talk to your baby through this as well. The only thing I don't like about this is that you cannot move the actual camera. But I love the fact that it stays on, like the screen doesn't go black or anything like that. Now the other one that I do love is the Momcozy. They sent me this one, but I do love this one, okay? Don't get me wrong. It's dead, so it's gonna keep beeping, so I'm gonna turn it off. But this screen, look at this screen. This screen is huge. You can also turn the camera, well, you can't do it right now because it's dead, so I'm gonna just turn it off. But you can turn the camera different ways. You can turn it side to side, up and down. You can have, it can play lullabies, so I will always turn on the white noise for Yana. That was another thing she loved, white noise. And yeah, you can adjust the volume, you can talk to them. This one was really good. The only thing I don't like about this one, so after about maybe 5 minutes, the screen will go black like this, and so I will always have to keep turning it back on, keep turning it back on. That's the only thing I don't like about this. But other than that, I absolutely love this one. So the next thing, a white noise machine. Highly recommended. We didn't have a white noise machine. I was on the fence about buying one. I really wanted the Hatch white noise machine, but I don't know, I just didn't buy it. I don't know why. Like, I should have bought it because we will always use white noise for Yana. Like, she really liked it. So what we did was we just used our laptops, our tablets, and played white noise from YouTube, and she'll just go to sleep. Next is travel. Okay, so you guys, this was so much of a headache for me, was trying to find the best stroller system that was cost effective, safe for Yana, and you know, that obviously that was gonna last, and stylish as well. And so we went to Bye Baby so many times. I was on Amazon, Walmart, Target, all the places. We end up with the Chicco Baby stroller system, and I loved it. Now let me tell you guys, we have the car seat was rated #1 for the most safest car seat. Tons of good reviews about that car seat, the whole travel system as a bundle, of people saying how durable it is, how long it lasts. The price was really good, and it was very safe and everything. So I was like, okay. And then I went to Bye Baby and I seen other ones. I was like, well, should I get this? But I ultimately decided on that one because of the reviews, and obviously the #1 thing is safety for your baby. And so that's really why I bought it, because of how many good reviews. People just loved how safe the car seat was. The baby carrier that I used was the Ergo Baby, and I believe it's called Lillebaby. Both of them work really well. I do like the Lillebaby one a little bit better because it's ventilated. It was very cushiony, which I love for Yana. The Ergo Baby, it felt like it was kind of bulky, but again, it was still really good. That's the one that I started out with, so I like both of them. Also a baby wrap. So when Yana was little, she loved to be held all the time, but unfortunately, you know, I still wanted to try to get work done, things done around the house, so I always had her in my wrap. I just got it off of Amazon and watched a couple tutorials on how to wear my baby, and that was pretty much it. But I definitely recommend a baby carrier, baby wrap. You're definitely gonna need it. Teething and medicine. So teething, woo, I'm gonna pray for y'all when your baby starts teething, because it's not a fun time. Yana, her first tooth came in when she was around 5-6 months. Her little bottom teeth started to pop in. So what I did was, first I actually got her this little Dr. Brown's baby teether. You can put fruits in here, freeze it, and they can chew on this, and it's just really soothing to their gums. The only thing I don't like about this is that it's a twist top and it's not the little push ones. When she was almost done with it, the fruit will just sit at the bottom, you know. So I didn't like that. I really think next time I'm gonna get the ones, actually I probably could get the little push-up ones, because she's still teething now. Her first molars are coming in, and that's taking a toll on her. But yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about this. But I do like the idea of them having something cool to kind of chomp down on and just really soothing to their gums. Also started using oral gel, and you guys, let me tell you, sometimes information, like especially because I was looking up a lot of stuff on TikTok, what other moms was using and stuff like that, and everybody's gonna have an opinion. Everybody's gonna say you shouldn't use this, you shouldn't use that, this is harmful for your baby, blah, blah. Listen, again, do what you think is best for your baby, okay? Because you just want your baby to be comfortable. You don't want your baby to be in pain, you know what I mean? So do what you think works for you and your baby. The oral gel baby worked so good for Yana. When I put this on her, she instantly stopped crying. I believe the pain from her teeth went away. So we still use this. I actually need to go buy some more because her nighttime is pretty much empty. I always just use the nighttime one on her because it has chamomile in it, and that's supposed to be really, really soothing. Also, you guys, I forgot to mention the Camilla drops. These are fantastic. And then for Wise's medicines, we always use the Mommy Bliss line and Highland line. When we went back home and she had a little cold, the Highland worked really well for us. That one was another one on Amazon that we had found that a lot of moms said worked really well for their kids. So we just got that one, and it worked really good for Yana too. The Mommy Bliss, the constipation, like if your baby's ever constipated, get the Mommy Bliss constipation ease. It cleared her out within a couple hours. I do like the elderberry drop from Mommy Bliss. That works really good for her too, for like immune support and things like that. But I do like the food cutters, the fruit cutters. You can find these on Amazon. I really didn't do too much of the food cutters. Basically, honestly, with that, I just feel like just cut up the baby fruit in pieces that's recommended for their age. You know, smaller pieces that they can grab onto. So just kind of cut it up to can hold the food where it's not a choking hazard or anything like that. High chair. So I have the Stokke high chair, but after actually using it and everything, it's a very beautiful high chair. The only thing I don't like is the tray. It doesn't come too close up to her like stomach or chest or whatever. It's like, okay, so this will be Yana, right? And this is the tray, and it'll stop like right here, and it's just a lot of space right here, and I just feel like too much food drops down. I mean, obviously she'll have on her bib and things like that, but I just don't like the fact that it's not close enough. I also don't like the fact that we tried to use like those suction cups. It don't suction, like it doesn't work with suction cups. Well, the ones that we have, it don't work with like suction cups. It's mainly the tray that I don't like, because the tray is just not enough space for like food and things like that. I mean, you can put food and stuff on there, but I just feel like for like your bowls and cups and things like that, it's not like a big, you know, a good size tray. So that's the only thing I really don't like about it. And I don't like that the legs stick out really far, because we be tripping over that high chair. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. Diaper bag. So this is the one that we got. Come on, baby girl. This was a baby shower gift. It's the Itsy Bitsy diaper bag. Now, when your baby is newborn, you need all the things. You need Pampers, wipe, formula, bottles. Did I say diapers? Diapers, clothes, passies, stuffies, little snack. You just need a bunch of stuff. So you definitely need a diaper bag. But now that she's older, we be carrying around this, and the only thing we'll ever take out of here is like a diaper or like some snacks for her. We really never had to like change her clothes. Maybe like once. I told my husband, I was like, we need a smaller bag. I was like, I do like the backpack or whatever, but I feel like this just doing the most right now, and we don't need a lot of stuff. So I do like this diaper bag, but it was one more on Facebook that I started to see a lot of, and I really like that one. So I'm gonna see if they have like a smaller size and get that as her new diaper bag. Baby toys. So baby toys, I feel like they're great to keep your baby entertained and all the things, but I wanted Yana to have toys that's gonna help her think and also help her with her development and things like that. So I really opted for toys that didn't have batteries, and there's nothing wrong with those toys. She do have some of those toys now, but they're not from me buying them. Okay, so when there are newborns, you want a lot of high contrast objects, books, toys, things like that. So really these what we was using when she was like newborn. The little soft books, these books that made noise, all of this is good for their hearing, their touching, feeling, and also help to develop their eyesight and all the stuff. So really high contrast books like this. She had, I believe I had got this off of Amazon. It was a set of like 6 or 7 different books. It's a ton of like high contrast, soft, squishy books like that. So I highly recommend you get those. Also, I can't find the rattle, but she loved this little rattle. It's like a little green rattle. I got it from Bye Baby. It's a shaker, but she can also hold it, so it helped her with her grasping skills and holding skills, and it makes noise, so again keeps her attention. And I also love the fact that when she was learning how to crawl, as it rolled, she'll try to crawl to us. But yeah, I love that. She loved that. She'll always play with that for like a good amount of time. Also, I love it was the Baby Einstein activity gym. We did a lot of tummy time when she was on her back a lot, her stomach a lot. She did not, let me say that, she did not like tummy time at all. Every time I would do tummy time with her, she would just scream at the top of her lungs. So we really didn't do tummy time that much. How she learned to crawl, honestly, I think it just came from her just learning how to roll on her own and just seeing stuff around like on the floor when she was ready to actually be on her stomach, and when she was actually able to hold her head up, because I think that was part of it too, because at the time her head control wasn't that strong just yet where she can hold her head up, you know. So when she actually built the strength to do that, then that's when started to like crawl and take an interest into tummy time. Again, mamas, don't rush your kids into doing stuff. Let them do it on their own time. That's something that I really did. I just let Yana kind of like free will. We don't have an upstairs, downstairs, so I didn't really keep anything off limits to her. I just let her roam around or whatever. Obviously, dangerous things were put up way higher where it's out of her reach, so just do whatever's comfortable for you. I think that's how she was so advanced at hitting her milestones earlier than expected, because I just let her go at her own pace, honestly. So, but yeah, the activity gym I love from Baby Einstein, it had little cards where you can do their colors, little animals on the back of them, so we did that. The little dangle toys that she can reach for. It also had a little piano where she can kick with her feet when she was little. Then when she was able to sit up, she can actually like kind of like play it and all this stuff, so that was really nice. I also started getting her the ring stackers. I got this one off of Amazon. She really actually liked this. She still uses this now. I also like these types of toys where she can put the little different shapes inside. It's 2 of each color, and you can also practice colors. You can also do numbers, like here's 1, 2, 3, you know what I'm saying? So things like that. And honestly, when you just start interacting with your baby more, you will just come up with things. At least for me, I just kind of came up with things. I also did a lot of research on TikTok, just looked up baby activities. I spent a lot of time with her being on the floor. Do not be afraid to be on the floor with your baby. Don't be afraid to make a mess. You know, you can clean it up when you guys are done. Like, just let your baby play, because honestly, that is how they learn, that is how they grow. And then when you're done, you can sing a cleanup song, you know what I'm saying? So just let your baby, let your kids be kids. Also, I got this toy from Target, but like toys like these, she loved doing this. My mom actually got her this little thing where she have different little wheels to turn. Play with the little beads on here, play with this little thing, that swiggly thing. So stuff like this. I had this as one of her birthday gifts, little toys to make noise and stuff like that. So things like that. Also, this was one of her birthday gifts. It come with 2 other different toys too, but this one you'll put the ball in here, it drop through, you pick it up again, drop through. Okay, so this, I feel like this is gonna be controversial as well. The walkers. Okay, so the walkers, I allowed Yana to have a walker. However, I didn't put her in a walker. Honestly, I really should have told my in-laws no. I think kind of felt a little guilty because, you know, they want to buy stuff for Yana because we don't live in the same state, and so they just want to feel like they're doing something, you know. But honestly, I should have just said no, it's okay, we don't want one. But I didn't have Yana in walkers at all. The only time I did have her in a walker is when I'm showering and she's in the bathroom with me, or I'm cooking and she want me to hold her, or she just want to see me. I'll put her in there. Or if I'm working on a computer, or, you know, getting ready doing my hair or something like that, then I'll let her sit in the walker. But just having her in a walker all day every day, no. The push walkers, those are really good. The only thing with that, I would recommend you put like a little weights on there, like 1 pound weight or something like that, but they need some type of resistance on that walker. Yana was standing up and taking steps around 7 months, and then she actually walked at 8. So I mean, I really think because I didn't have her in walkers, I didn't restrict her. I let her pull up on any and everything that she's seen, and that was pretty much it. So that's kind of like my spiel on toys. So for sleeping, we were gifted the Baby Delight baby bassinet from my in-laws. Honestly, you guys, she really didn't use it that much. I feel like she really didn't use it that much. She used it maybe about, I don't know, like 10 times. And let me tell you why. So when she was around maybe about 3 months or so, I noticed her breathing was kind of weird. It looked weird to me, but apparently it's normal. So she'll like breathe. This when she was asleep, she'll breathe, and it just looked very weird to me. So I reached out to my midwife and I asked her, you know, was this normal and all this stuff. She told me to just kind of sit her up when she's sleeping, like let her lay on my chest or whatever. And so when I was doing that, to me, she just slept so much better, and she wasn't like breathing like that anymore. And so after doing more research too, I found out that it's normal. A lot of babies sleep like that, and she was sleeping on her back and all that stuff. I just gotten used to sleeping with her on my chest, and so that's how the co-sleeping started. And ever since then, she just been sleeping in the bed with us. And when she did sleep in it, it wasn't any problems. It was a lot of room. I love it because it's just a lot of space. That's the main reason why I wanted it in the first place. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that is the video. I hope I cleared up some confusion if you were debating about certain products. If it was any products that maybe I didn't mention, leave them down in the comments and I can give my thoughts and opinions about it. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, share it with some friends, also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already, and I'll see y'all on my next upload. Bye.